Indianapolis. It's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving holiday 2022.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. the bootleg. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off-play action. Jones. Got a man open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll go Madison up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Now a give to Madison. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
From the 25 on second down, Jones.
Now that's complete downfield to Parker.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now Jones on 1st down. The connect, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, right side. The 30, the 20, 10, 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taking it about the 1.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run with Madison again. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Play action now. Cousins on the move to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 27, Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to the ground, this time Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taking on the midfield logo. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now Chandler.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England's offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man is Myers. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 29, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
To throw again on second down, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be quick.
Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar from 17 yards out.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here's Chandler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jones throwing on first down. Quick completion to Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Vikings, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.